Hi, so I'm Crystal. Grew up in Beaufort West, so very far from here. But I've been living in Pretoria for about 8 years.
Okay, which business do you do?
I actually work for a distribution company, so we deal with boutique liquor brands. So boutique wine farms, boutique gin farms, distilleries. Yeah, so sell alcohol. That's what I do. In sweet and short.
So in 1 second, just in 1 second, which advice would you give for someone in their early 20s before they start doing anything?
Yes, see, I would say truly find your passion. I think it's, we all strive to want to be a doctor or want to be a vet or want to be what's needed out there.
Yes.
I think it's truly what would you love to do. I honestly think that's what.
Okay. Do you think entrepreneurship is about mindset or where you grew up or just you need to be grown in a money family?
No, opportunities are obviously a massive thing, but I think determination definitely.
Determination.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen and heard beautiful stories of people coming from nowhere and ending up, on the biggest pedestal. So definitely your background shouldn't be. I mean, I never got the opportunity to study. My parents didn't have money for me to do so. So I started working straight out of school. And 14 years later, it's been in retail and sales, and absolutely love what I do now.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, that's very nice. So
just keep pushing.
In the space of 12 months, just for the estimation, how much revenue has your business made in revenue?
Yes, millions, eh? Yeah, no, definitely millions. As you know, South Africans like to drink, so I think there's worse things to sell. I definitely think selling liquor is a good thing. But I mean, I think revenue is also something, what do you make of that? And I think also economy depends on it. It's not always, you can be as passionate as you want to be, but if something outside of your control happens, that all has obviously an influence on your revenue. So
no, that's very good advice. So just one question for the CET Visit people, for the followers. How do you think they should start doing right now? Just one piece of advice. Maybe you have 1 second, you're dying tomorrow. The best thing to do, just one piece of advice.
Pray. Wake up every day and pray.
So you believe in luck? Do you believe in luck?
Yes, I do. I think sometimes you do meet the right people at the right time and right opportunities come your way because of a certain meeting or a certain opportunity. But you also have to be open for it.
Yes.
If you only have what I call horse vision, then that's the only thing you're going to see. But when you do allow opportunities as well and you open yourself up to opportunities, they do tend to come more often than not. Yeah.
No, thank you very much. So for someone who's working for a 9-to-5 job, you are getting 5,000 as a salary. How do you think that person can start to open a business or in the industry that you are in right now?
So something I used to always tell myself when I was 19 years old and I started working was all you can do every day is your best. If your best is not that business based, then definitely look for something else to do. But all we can ever offer is our best. And I think it's to find the right employer obviously is always a challenging and difficult part. And never give up. I mean, in the first 2 years I worked, I never had one weekend off.
Sure.
So something as that. And now I get to have every weekend off. So it's just, if I could say in one sentence is this too shall pass. This too shall pass, and every difficult situation it will pass. If today is not a lucky day, tomorrow will be better. So I think it's always just understanding that everything now is temporary and something better will come.
Yes.
Sure.
And then since you said you grew up from a family that's not rich, how did that environment shape you to the person that you are today?
Yeah, I mean, I always say people who come from poverty or are not really privileged are some of the hardest workers out there. And it's because we have to fight for everything we want. And we have to really work hard for everything, not to bash people who do have an opportunity to get, whose parents are able to send them to study. But it is different when you have to really work hard. And that's why, I walked into a retail store at 19 years old and I just said to myself, I'll never give up. And I became the sales assistant, and every single day I just tried to be the best sales assistant I could. And I eventually was top sales assistant, and I started getting an interest in visual merchandising, and I said to myself, I will do this visuals of this store regardless of it's my title or not. And I did it, and they saw I could do it, and they gave me the opportunity. So I think it's always just pushing yourself regardless of the title, regardless of the salary, and the right person will see that opportunity. You never know who you deal with. You never know who walks into a store. It can be someone in an overall and they are a millionaire. So I think it's always just really giving your best, giving every customer the best, treating every person over the phone you deal with the same. Yeah, and definitely
Thank you
you'll
very
get
much.
somewhere for sure.
So for someone who's at zero right now, sitting at home like depressed or they're ahead, they
Yes.
don't know where to start. Which advice would you give that person? They don't have any skills, they're just sitting there, they don't know where to start. They feel like life is over for them.
Yes, I think, Google is your best friend. I always say that to people. I think anything and everything around us are able to upskill us. So you can find a lot of online courses that you don't need to pay for. So always try and upskill yourself. Because there's lots of that out there that you don't have to, necessarily hand out money to. So whether it's upskilling yourself on how to use a camera or what do people want in social media? What does the youth want? Like, Google is your best friend. And find your passion. I always say, we'll do what we have to make money, but ultimately when you enjoy what you do is truly when the star starts shining, So I would say, there's so many courses online, so many things you can do to upskill yourself, and the more you upskill yourself, the more you are a step ahead of someone else. There's also someone else sitting with zero at home, but now you've got a 6-month accounting course on your name, whereas that other person doesn't. So I think it's always, and I always say, surround yourself with people more clever than you, because that's how you learn. If you always want to be the inferior one, you're never going to learn anything. But always surround yourself with people who work harder than you, who are more clever than you, or more educated than you, because that's how you learn. And eventually you become that person. You become that person that people want to surround themselves with, because they want to learn from you and get coaching from you. So that's definitely another one.
That's really good advice. So since it's now the end of 2025, going to 2026, which business is really good to invest into in this business trend?
Yes. It's so difficult, but I would say, things to really invest, if you have money to invest, I would say, property, you can never go wrong with property. I would say that's probably your best investment, or in your own business. I think that's an even better investment. I think everything's always scary. In actual fact, us as a group of friends have often spoken about all of our talents that we've got, and why don't we open up a business? But we all keep working for other people and still using the same talent. And I think, the fear, it is difficult to just resign and take your money and take your savings and put it into something else. But even if it fails, you can always fall back on what you had and what you used to do 100%. So then inevitably it's not really a risk. So I would definitely say, invest in yourself first. I think that's the biggest and foremost thing. And I would say invest in skills, opportunities, because if you better yourself, the opportunity that comes along your way, you'll be able to take that on. So, and then I would say property is probably the second best investment thing, I'd say, for sure.
No problem. Have you ever done any mistakes since you started this business?
I think I've taken risks in leaving comfortable jobs. So I've only ever been in long-term positions, and only actually 3. I worked in retail for 6-7 years for one retail group, and then went into jewelry and I worked with them for 5 years. And 6 years ago I left them and have now been in the liquor industry for 6 years. But every single time it is a big risk, because you step into the unknown. You're comfortable in your position and your role and your salary, and you have to then, are you going to jump into this new trading hours, and now you're working different hours, and now you might not have to be there early in the morning, but you're working late the evening. So I think there's always a risk in, and what if the new job isn't as nice? What if the new boss isn't as nice? What if they don't treat me like they promised me? So that's where I've taken risk. But at the same time, I think, again, I am a big believer. And I do believe, that God brings certain opportunities your way. And definitely if things like that come your way, there's a reason why they're there. So grab them rather than not, I would say. Because you don't want to be sitting every day wondering, what if I took that job opportunity? What if I took that? And I think that's kind of what always brought me over the line. Is there's a reason why this is coming to me. I was interviewed out of 20 people and they chose me. So surely there must be a reason for this opportunity. And I always said, I'd rather take it. And if it doesn't work, I gave my best, rather than sitting and wondering what would have happened. So what is the saying? They say than a what if. Like, you don't want to say what if it could be, if you know what I mean. You rather risk it, and you rather regret, like, I might have taken that opportunity and wasn't right. I would rather regret taking the opportunity than not having taken it at all.
Oh yeah, like rather figure it out when they're doing.
Absolutely. And I think we also overthink things. You know, a lot of times we're scared for things that might not even happen or might not even come. So I definitely think, you know, the fear of the unknown is what generally keeps us in our comfort zone. But also, I mean, if you have the right group of people around you, friends are really important. If you have the right group of people around you, they'll push you and you get the right advice. And yeah, I mean, always again, speak to people who are, you know, better educated than you, or maybe in the industry, and ask for advice. But yeah, invest in yourself.
Thank you very much. That's really good advice. So just one last question. Are you a millionaire?
How?
Are you a millionaire?
No, jeez, I wish. Gosh.
You wish you were. No, but you're going to go to place, because what I'm getting from you is like, first thing first, believe in yourself, and then the environment that you are in, the friends that you are keeping, they're the ones who are also dragging you down. If you are at the top of them, that means there's a problem. No, thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you. Yeah, good luck with your endeavor.
No, thank you very much. Is it fine if I get your contacts for
next
time interview?
That's perfect.
Thank you very much.